most of the time it has been dealt with lots of goblins in today's meta, what we've been seeing so far in day 1, along with the miner, of course.
Goblin gang starting us off for Astro, while the miner has been easily accounted for. Oh, are we going to see the
barrel deck?
The Grand Challenge deck.
From Astro, very likely.
Yeah. Very, very possible now. With the Valkyrie in the mix, this is a unique composition, something we haven't seen that much. This might be one of the newer decks that came out with the recent Valkyrie buff. But Rascal kind of showing us this might be a very, very expected deck from the side of No Aim side.
Both logs use that defensive use against the barrel, against the Rascals. Ice Spirit just enough to bring down the boy.
I mean, the Rascal Boy still does a lot of damage. It does just as equal of a damage as the Rascal Girl, but with a slower attack speed. So if it gets to the tower and starts beating down the tower, it still will do a lot of damage.
Because you do not want to use the log against the Princess. Princess actually, you think it's lower elixir because it's so weak in HP. But having 3 because she does a lot of damage. And it's about the range actually why she's so strong.
Let's see a bait log. Ooh, and it works a little bit. Few stabs before it goes down. 3 stabs exactly to be done, and very nicely done. And a little bit less careless. I was talking about Astro. Could have played that a little bit slower there. Still gets a few hits though from No Aim side with that Mega Minion right there. That one hit. Uh-oh.
Even a predicted log.
Okay.
Spend also for the cycling, I believe, as well. He wants to, he wants to do the damage. Most of it must come down from the log and the barrel.
Definitely, and now the Goblins having a hard time finding their own counters here. Tesla working through on the left side, just protecting this left tower. Now, the rocket's being fired. Very much a heavy trade. It's only one Rascal Girl.
On cannon cart from No Aim side, slowly, quite fast actually. Miner, also the boys are being dropped down, which means Tesla will be going down as well. Valkyrie just in time.
Okay, cannon cart is still there, doing a lot of damage, but there'll be no trouble for the Valkyrie to take care of it. Once again, a bait log. It's going to be, once again, not happening with the Goblin Barrel putting a little bit far away this time around.
Another rocket for Astro. He wants to use the time.
Cycle, yeah, he wants to cycle the rocket while getting just a minimal defense down. And you see the Rascal being joined in by the cannon cart. What do you make out of it?
But a better push coming from the right side. No Aim side focuses everything Miner, doing tons of damage to the back of the tower. Cannon cart doesn't connect in range. Gladly for Astro.
Astro has a very lightweight cycle. He can cycle that rocket all day long. And let's see the second one. The third one actually come down very, very quickly here. Does he have a log for this one?
Log just used, so has to use the Valkyrie to clean these out.
Very nicely done. The easy work, and rocket is being used. Make sure he gets...
He needs one more cycle with the rocket. All he has to do is defend. Yep. Down to 415. So even the barrel may, if it may connects the damage.
Okay.
Go down to 200. And
okay.
He just began with the spear.
One more spear. And that will be it. And Astro didn't even need that last rocket to finish him off. As you were talking about, the Goblin Barrel put on the front of the tower. It's going to keep No Aim side off. What could happen? Everything is on the line now. Astro, not many appearances on this 1v1 stage, but looking very good on this game 1 against No Aim side. We thought he was a better player in Southeast Asia, but definitely have improved himself so in that first game.
So yes, both players wait for the mark. This, of course, I think we're off to a golem one or anything heavy like the P.E.K.K.A as you mentioned before.
Hey, what we were mentioning earlier, I mean, you don't have the you don't have the giant, you don't have the Infernal Dragon. There's no reason in the world why you shouldn't be bringing out a golem deck or even a lava loon deck is just fine enough. I mean, everything with a beatdown, everything with a heavy push just works so well. Even an Elixir Collector, let's go. I mean, just talk about anything is still on the line here.
Anything?
Except Elite Barbarians. You keep reminding me that the Elite Barbarians are basically
Stop reading my mind.
Non-existent. They're not. It's level 9 Elite Barbarians. We're not gonna see it in competitive play. Simon really thought so. I told him he was wrong. We're gonna see the breaking of the silence here. Goblin sets being pushed out on both sides. Really no trouble. Get the clearance there on that one.
Nice goal. Nice golem and Mega
Rascal
Minion,
split.
just enough. Oh, Graveyard, here comes with the poison already. Astro early offense, but defensive poison as well.
Yeah. Definitely had that ready to go, so that Graveyard is going to be nullified for the time being.
Only connects few skeleton hits.
So it ended up being Astro overspending on that investment, trying to make sure the Rascal Girls weren't the ones to destroy out the skeletons being summoned from the ground. Very nice Ice Golem right there to suck up all the damage from all the units coming forward.
Soft touches from the Ice Golem.
Ah,
Rascal offensive with the cannon card this time.
All
Looks like
in.
goes all the way in.
Yeah, but the poison so brilliantly done. Nothing you can do. And even just talking about the Ice Golem did so much work in the cannon card. Nothing to do there.
After the first phase, cannon card actually does a lot of damage. Can be in range of the tower, but that was just well done. Oh, Tesla plus the Rascals.
Well predicted there, just making sure the miner does no damage at all.
Astro should have the rotation. Yes, the cycle with the poison Graveyard.
Oh, the poison getting everything there on offense. Gets the goblins and gets the minion girls in the back, and now they have to overspend. No Aim Sai had to use so much elixir to get that on defense. It still did not work out 100%.
I think just the poison with Mega Minion maybe was enough. Rascal Girls were basically deleted with the poison. Another offensive move by Astro. Cannon card can be dealt with pretty well.
Oh, even a log spin and a goblin gang, even with the cannon card, so much use. Of course, you have to compensate for the 9 elixirs, but still, you see the chip damage, it's working out for Astro, and as time goes by, the more and more he seems like the eventual winner.
Manny getting the hit onto the tower again.
Very nice predictions coming in from Astro in terms on defense.
Where Astro actually focuses onto the left one with the Graveyard this time.
Once again, a 9 elixir combo there, and no defense. What? No defense? Okay, so he's gonna go for it now, but oh, see the defensive poison right above that same poison, so got a little confused there, but it definitely was the defensive poison being used.
Ooh, cannon card did connect few shots, so in range of lethal with few more poisons than the log. But this Graveyard, okay, the poison comes once again.
See, once again, definitely a defensive poison more than
no
anything.
damage being done, not a single scratch from that Graveyard.
Going side though. How are they gonna be feeling about this? Miner once again predicted very, very nicely by Astro.
533. Now to log and few more poison. Except 130 left in this game. No Aim Sai. Seems like he has got this under control for now.
But we see the double Tesla coming from Astro to make sure that right tower stays safe. Defensive poison once again, no problem there.
Astro does need to bring that down all the time because the poison will be bringing this tower down eventually if it was used as an offensive tool. And down to 200, that will be the time.
Oh, but it does not reach the tower.
Just not in range.
That was very important. Double Tesla once again on the corner of that tower to make sure it stays safe.
Offensive poison as well.
Okay,
And defensive poison from No Aim Sai.
Yeah, so it's going to be poison both ways. Down to 5.
Oh, Miner getting hit.
Okay.
2 and 1 more poison from No Aim Sai. We'll finish the game.
Yeah, I have to wait for that cycle though. Can we get 422 damage
So
from
Astro.
Astro? So he's now rushing towards that, but the poison
Everything
already
has to
coming
be
through.
on that left side.
422 versus 45 with that Miner getting that last hit, and Miner is going to be able to finish it off. And No Aim Sai gets that game 2 right back. So now 1-1 even as we get on to game 3.
The main difference we saw in the damage was No Aim Sai. He was such an intense moment.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thought it would be the Golem deck, heavy beat down. None of that coming for the first 2 games from either players. See, that was what I was talking about earlier. 1 spear now only allowed for each spear goblin on that bridge spam.
Yeah, not 2, but does more damage. Does, I guess, less damage.
It does less damage overall.
But single damage does a lot more. Only a poison onto the blue. This we dealt with. Okay, the Tesla.
Tesla's such a great defense against the balloon. Okay, but the Miner has been set free. Spear Goblin doing additional damage now. Only going to take 2 cycles. Make sure he gets the damage done to the miner. Rascal's still alive.
Rascal Girl will connect.
1.
Yes.
1 hit. That's all you need there.
Still.
Better than nothing. It's going to get, you know, very close. Oh, right around 100 damage. Just 1 hit each time. So always take that.
I do smell it. I do smell the Expo incoming very soon from Astro.
Okay. It is a very unique deck that he's talking about. It's kind of a cycle, but mostly that Rascal added in the mix. It's a little bit tougher, but the graveyard is the answer. Okay, but the poison being put down on the graveyard and the Rascal grows in the back, so I have to find additional sources of defense as a miner. Traveling around to make sure it gets the defense down, but still gets the tower down to 1655.
Wimside does have the log. Maybe not a poison this time against that graveyard, which could be a pain.
Yep.
Rascals are okay against the graveyard, but Astro does have the poison as well, so girls will be taken away. Boy will not be taken, but severely damaged after the poison on top of that graveyard.
Okay, Rascals being split once again onto both sides, providing that lethal damage from afar.
So making sure Astro is splitting apart all the time, making sure it's hard to predict where the graveyard is going to be. Defensive miner from no aim side, but the poison damage is still landing a hit.
Oh.
Few hits, even the skeletons.
863, that's going to be crucial now. Okay, we're going to see the balloon. If this connects right here, this will be very, very good. But no drops, even onto the Tesla.
Great defensive Mega Minion, hitting the balloon before and making sure it goes around a little bit more.
That 4 looks like got the maximum value right there, G-Cliff. And let's see, a tombstone defense more than anything, even with the Ice Golem and really going on to desperation, as you can see there. Nothing to do with anything.
Locking on the Tesla. This time with the Mega Minion as well, so he's doing okay with the flight, but the real damage comes in from the miner.
Oh, the Spear Goblin!
Ooh,
Oh, he's gonna get 1 drop!
Damage.
Wait! Oh, that came really, really close. And 465, everything on the line, but the explosion. What happened there? And no aim side. We thought that obviously the balloon was gonna go down, but that HP stuck on forever, and that slim HP goes all the way down to the tower, and it does put up a drop, and no aim side sets out one between HAUL+QMills for OGN ENTUS at the bottom on the blue side, and Manny, Knoxville+Jaii on the red side at the top, getting ready to show us who is the better 2v2 team. Oh, almost a simultaneous summon of the Lava Hound there, and accompanied by the Mega Minion. Decided Bren Esports to make that go a little bit faster.
Yeah, having the guards, because you know that Infernal Dragon is going to be against your Lava Hound very soon, so throwing that away already.
Great poison coming out there, and the Lava Puffs trying to do some damage there, but otherwise, less elixir spent overall by HAUL+QMills.
And also bigger wave of units coming in. Log only catching 1, of course, everything else is in the air. This Lava Hound still stays pretty healthy and locks onto the Baby Dragon.
Get the Baby Dragon first, but the Lava Hound is still going to be left untouched. Until now, the Lava Pups are still putting down the damage onto the tower. Infernal Dragon taking care of the Pups one at a time, but on the top side, we're still seeing the Dark Prince trying to touch the tower.
Ooh,
gets 1 hit.
The log was so close, it was about to get multiple hits.
Infernal Dragon is going to get melted down into 30 damage.
Nah, just heats up the tower
there
a little bit.
Just warms it up for 30 damage. It's fine, but still on the winning end of HAUL+QMills. Kind of harder to tell the Elixir train now, but we'll still see the simultaneous summon of the Lava Hound on both sides.
But not all the way on the back.
Yep.
Let's see what OGN ENTUS is thinking at the moment.
Dark Prince just ready to charge in with all these aerial units.
Raging all the way straight to the tower, even on the miner.
Okay.
Out of that rage. Will do some damage. Now their own defense comes in.
Very nicely done.
Now they will get their own attack with the pubs. The miner does come all the way to the bottom.
See the Mega Minion just taking care of the Lava Puffs, and now the miner in time. And sure, the Infernal Dragon on the other side is not going to have the best of times in the world. The miner now going for ground unit damage now. See the Mega Minion taking care of the damage there with the poison still doing so much damage to all those units, and it's going to get the first tower already. 11:07 on the clock. count here, and even the Dark Prince coming from Bren Esports not doing so well there. But a double Lava Hound.
With the pumps, with no defense, will surely bring it down, but already onto the offense, onto the right lane this time.
With the miner being invested once again, so extra elixir used just to get this tower down.
See how early OGN ENTUS can actually get their wave of units started. So the left side, it seems like it's been cleaning up. Double Lava Hound.
So King's Tower is going to be fine for now, but you see the Infernal Dragon just melt down the units each time. The Electro Wizard now helping out, but the offensive rage now going for HAUL and QMills.
Disconnect all the way to the miner. And we see the ground units, so many air units at the time with the pubs.
Lava Pups still trying to do a lot of damage. But in the end, after all that, it's going to get down to 1832.
In terms of defense for OGN ENTUS, not too many units Tombstone to take care of, along with the Princess Tower and the Dark Prince. Already going straight in, charging in. Infernal Dragon actually touching few skeletons before.
See this move through Flying Machine there for Manny, Knoxville+Jaii, just trying to do some crucial damage up top. But
early rage from OGN ENTUS without too many units, so that's kind of a waste.
See this rush units right over here, even the very greedy Lava Hound. Someone right there, they feel confident they can make this push. This will be a lot of damage,
even the miner doing the damage now. To tower down.
Instantly, Manny, Knoxville+Jaii show that they are strong 2v2 duo, and here they are getting the game 1 victory. The decider for Manny, Knoxville+Jaii for Bren Esports, still to look like a very, very strong 2v2 duo.
Match point. OGN bounce. Really come back. They change off to the golden push with the Prince.
See this right here. Lava Hound being played by Manny, Knoxville+Jaii. Go against this golden push right here. What they can make out of it. See the defensive rage. Make sure that Infernal Dragon gets the most out of towards that Lava Hound, but golden push is still going at it, and with that poison, dude, pretty good amount of damage, but that's a lot of elixirs used on that one.
Well, actually, Infernal Dragon does lock on to the Lava Hound,
but it does get wiped away by the Baby Dragon rather quickly there. So Lava Hound not even being attracted by the Tombstone. That was a weird.
Most of the damage coming from the Baby Dragon as well.
Yeah, I mean, we thought the Lava Hound would have been geared towards, obviously coming towards the Tombstone, but definitely not finding the bait there. Oh, the Flying Machine gonna do damage, and that's gonna be a couple of hits. 2 hits, we know how significant that is.
Down to 1,090.
Uh-oh. This is desperation. I see this as desperation. Double Dark Prince with the rage, and no damage done? OGN ENTUS, I think they're under this pressure, and wow, they're losing out of options.
What's happening?
That's the question I want to ask you, G-Clem.
They're overspending their elixirs to all the push. It seems like they have this equation down, and but in this kind of format, you have to adjust. You can't just stick with one single equation all the time.
Uh-oh, this is looking very bad, if I can say for myself, G-Clem.
Because they were lower in the elixir because of that rage.
They're going to be absolutely, there's no source of defense other than Infernal Dragon, but you know, when all these units make it out alive, how are they going to come back into play here? Another Lava Hound, can they defend against this? Uh-oh, this is looking really bad for OGN ENTUS. I think the elixir trade is now going to find them suffering here, and even the poison just being used to make sure the defense becomes less of a defense for the side of OGN ENTUS. Can they stop this for now? And got to get it down to 790 on the tracks there. The count is still very, very low.
Defense was actually really good. This time the rage catch into the speed of a lot more units.
And we're going to see the Dark Prince just being right there to stop the golems into play. There's the guards just very nicely summoned from Manny, Knoxville+Jaii from Bren Esports. The counter push now coming the other way. It's still ahead in HP.
Just in time. Do have their own guards as well to drag that Infernal Dragon's attention.
That's a heavy golden push right there, just putting it right on the bridge. If this doesn't work out, I don't know what will. I think that overtime is now going to be starting up and still going to be looking towards finishing off this game. But this first golem has not exploded. 54, down to 54, down to 62, 1 HP. Oh, that was very, very, very close. And QMills and HAUL barely ekes out that one. I think
just in time.
Just in time. I think that 1 second of Knoxville+Jaii, I think they're going to be ready to hopefully finish this off. HAUL+QMills on the side of OGN ENTUS wants to get this into an ace match, but they've been struggling so far. See if they can come back here.
Similar one. Look.
Whoa, that's an all-in push.
Oh, let's see if they connect. Log.
Okay.
Taking all the shields down, and the Prince also goes back. Just in time, Electro Wizard.
Wow. Defense perfect. Okay. How are they going to defend against this one now?
In the meat. The Lava Hound and the Mega Minion secretly came all the way to the tower. Pups, Mega Minion.
Oh, the Dark Prince
and
connects.
the Miner.
Okay. This is important right here. It's going to get it down to 1654, but 935 on the side of HAUL+QMills. Really, really impressive stuff already. We saw a basically all-in push from HAUL+QMills and desperation effort. I mean, if I've seen that one for myself, and my goodness.
Mega Minion just gets one shot, yeah. That's usually the way.
It's the way. We all know the way. Manny, Knoxville+Jaii just getting ready for another conventional push onto the left side with the Lava Hound and the Mega Minion, but you see a golden push with the Rage now, offensive Rage. Didn't get much out of this one.
Speed is actually quite fast enough to actually connect to the tower.
Okay. Get it down to 599.
They're willing to trade the tower. Think about the next moves already.
Hey, HAUL+QMills, I think they're just literally going for the all-in push, and it's seemingly working out for them.
Okay, got a better trade.
I agree, and eventually this Lava Hound is going to go down, but the right side push, what they can make out of it, but I think the HAUL+QMills, they're not interested in 2 crowns, they wanted the 3 crowns and the King's Tower right away.
Because there are lots of air units. They want to go straight in. They can't really defend too well, and the massive push is coming.
And we're going to see this come through, see what happened. The flying machine there for defense, but the Prince still working very hard. Make sure the Golden Mines go down quickly here. In the end, really nothing happened. From the side, let's see a second push once again. Are they just abandoning the defense now?
Defensive poison.
Infernal Dragon is still right there. Oh.
Just get, only gets a little laser beam there.
Yeah, okay.
Just a few damage. Sure they have guards. The real push is coming right behind it.
The Lava Hound is going to be standing in front, lead charge. Didn't get much done. Poison now coming through on the offense for HAUL+QMills. Prince being connecting there. Really important to get that done, but the guards still at the work here and trying to just defend out the King's Tower.
Overtime, single tower will be automatically finishing the game to a win. Either side, still great chance. Poison already used, so this next move, let's see how the defense comes in for OGN ENTUS. Lots of dashing units, Dark Prince both very low. Let's get exploded with the Golem.
Yeah, Golem dies very, very quickly there. Manny, Knoxville+Jaii, they might be able to spot right back, but they lose all their units in that offense. 1780 on the count. Let's see, 1985 is going to be going through here. The flying machine, not even connected. Oh, that was the wrong flying machine right there. That does not help out in defense, and that might be the crucial point where Manny Knoxville+Jaii
to the King Tower.
This is going to be the close one, yeah. That flying machine, that was a huge mistake there. Mispositioning of that one at 310.
Explosion should
and
finish.
That will give the win over to QMills and HAUL. After a mistake that came through crucially for Manny, Knoxville+Jaii, and you see the frustrations in their faces. But on the other side, OGN ENTUS looking strong on that 2v2. Kind of proves us wrong that they are still the ones to really trust on. And they're going to be taking us in.
Manny Knoxville. Quite alright as he has banned the Rascals again. Maybe things just without that newest card, you can probably sort out a pretty good one. With the Giant Band, the double Prince deck has to be adjusted a little bit. Giant Lumberjack to start.
Offensive Lumberjack and the Ice Wizard for QMills. This is a unique deck. We might not have seen too much of this one.
Ice Wizard with Ice Golem. Still, an Expo is possible from QMills. But it's going to be having a hard time against all the charging units like the Lumberjack and the Dark Prince.
We might just see a charge deck coming in.
Not anymore with
the
Tombstone.
Oh, very nicely done with the Ice Golem. But it's actually going to be a graveyard deck for QMills. QMills, and see what Manny Knoxville has in play. Lumberjack is not the best counter boy. That is going to be a +1 elixir trade, but he's still going to allow.
Not too bad though, with the super fast attack speed.
But still, 1646 on the count shows us that there are better counters out there. And the Tornado, that wasn't banned out.
Tornado and Ice Wizard to slow everything down. So the Barbarians against the Skeletons will actually defend somewhat. Not too much scratches on, but
the Infernal Dragon. Okay.
To the tower, but
has been slowed down, so the attack speed goes down as well. So the melting point does get slower as well. Manny Knoxville could have gotten a little bit better, but now it's relatively even on the count. 1646 versus 1742.
Do love that sound from Ice Cold Liver every time. Soft.
It's like an ice cream, but a relatively frozen one, if you know what I mean.
When you wake up when you wake up and there's plenty of snow around you, the soft.
Oh yeah, I know that.
That's
feeling.
the sound, yes.
Okay.
Walk on the snow.
Still see a very lightweight deck from both sides. We don't know the last card of both players here. Could be something very, very unique. Otherwise, we're going to see a very conventional finish to this game here.
Yeah, Batarang does not connect in that case.
Graveyard once again. Poison being used on defense. That's a much better defense that time around for Manny Knoxville.
Raged Ice Golem. Not going to be too much damage. But the real push coming in once again. But the Skeleton Tombstone, lots of small units from QMills.
This one connects this time around. The Barbarian's going to take care of the rest of the Skeletons here. And still look at the Ice Wizard doing so much work helping out.
Graveyard throwing once again. This time connects so much. The poison's a little late, so let's take some damage.
Have it for now. No problem. Down to 959. Be about an all-in finish that probably will end this game here. The Lumberjack right there with the battle. I'm just gonna go on the opposite side. Gonna forget about the left, and it's gonna force QMills to defend on that right side as well. Puts his unit on the opposing side.
Tombstone comes just in time to get that Batarang. Down to the side. Neither one of them not taking too much damage, as Manny Knoxville once again ready with the poison.
That time around, the tower dropping slowly and slowly with the Lumberjack helping out with the assist as well.
Still 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in overtime. Continue as the Lumberjack slowly approaches, but the real problem has been the Tombstone.
Okay, the Dark Prince moving very, very fast now.
Charged straight in, so this one actually does damage.
Oh,
but right after, what else does he have?
Okay. The charge doesn't connect. That was actually huge.
It was close.
QMills. The Barbarian gonna get a few hits, 2 hits before it goes down. So 670 down to 618. A lot closer than what it was before.
The Lumberjack just at the right time. That was actually predicted. A Graveyard coming from QMills. It has been. What? The Skeletons actually connect.
No, this is an offensive poison. It's an offensive poison. It wasn't a defensive poison at all. I thought that was gonna be defensive poison, but it was an offense to make sure it goes down. And QMills, the leader for OGN ENTUS, getting the job done. I've seen all day long from Southeast Asia, who's had a troubled time against these Korean teams.
Let's see if OGN ENTUS can close this one out with 3-0 Korea win. Elixir Collector.
Elixir Collector is going to go all big here. Fireball just ready to chip that down, giving it minimal effect.
The push starts. Let's see if he holds any other push. May just be a golem with this Elixir Collector. But QMills does have Infernal Dragon, so that's possibly the best solution against it. Oh, Median Horde. Did not expect that right at the moment.
See the zap, just trying to wipe it away with the explosion coming from the Ice Golem.
But the Dark Prince even doing the damage, along with the Miner, goes down so quickly.
Okay, 1276 with the Miner and the Dark Prince. A couple of spells there, and very nicely done it. See the balloon push.
Manny Knoxville, he gave this one up. He does not have the best cycle.
No, I do not believe in this one, G-Cloud. I do not believe in this.
He needs to look at this one. No. That Ice Golem. We're going to get at least 2 or more drops onto the King Tower as well.
This is not right. I know what he's thinking. He's
3 drops.
3 drops on the King Tower. That's never a good trade. Manny Knoxville, you have to rethink that through, brother.
He had nothing else against the air units. He probably had Ice Golem and the Dark Prince, so can't attack the air.
Okay, but the Dark Prince doing work. Kind of get it down. 40 HP. So
QMills, all he has to do is possibly go for the right tower, but I think a better option would
King's
be
Tower.
King's Tower, yes.
Definitely, he would go for the QMills for the King's Tower any time of the day now. 1342 is definitely doable. It's even less healthier than the right tower on the Princess Tower.
3 Musketeer finally does drop down.
Okay, he's gonna get that into play.
But without the Elixir Collector though, so it's not too much of a threat for QMills.
So what happens here? The left tower will probably go down. That's not gonna be a problem. Actually, it's not even gonna go down. This is a problem.
Hunter being available.
Oh!
No charge.
Okay, the Miner just ready to finish it off. That's gonna be fine. But now the balloon push to finish it off at the end. Do they have anything for this?
Right after after the minion horde, so there's nothing as a defensive tool from Manny Knoxville. Way
that's
too
over.
late.
QMills.
Explosion.
It's gonna be the explosion damage. It will be a lot more than 31, and that will be QMills picking up the 3 crowns. Manny Knoxville, no answer there. OGN ENTUS gives Korea the 3-0 run on the day 1 on away ground.
Manny Knoxville, anti-air, lacked so much. Minion horde was the solution against the balloon.